In our program here, we were looking to get more dads involved. They saw a video after a tragedy where the dads thought, geez, we could get involved in this. So they started Watchdog program.
We're basically safety and security here at Nixon Academy for the students.
And our dads are volunteering to help support the morning routine and the afternoon routine. And they got involved in our recess duties and our lunch duties and just being a presence on campus to help our children feel more safe and more secure.
The kids, they just feel so proud that their dad came to school just to watch them, play with them, and also play with their friends.
I feel really happy because my dad hasn't really been for a watchdog for a really long time. He's just so loving to me.
ABC Unified started a new way to do professional development. We invite teachers to sign up. They come to the district office. We brief them on the schools that we're going to visit. We get on the school bus and we do field trips. And we're visiting teachers that are bright stars in their own right on various campuses throughout the district.
It allows me to see what's going on at other school sites. I'm able to go to a tech tour, see what other teachers are doing, ask around, and then bring that information back to my staff. Ultimately, it makes my job so much easier, and therefore the students are learning that much more.
And it's a simple way for teachers to help other teachers.
I started the club in 2014, and seeing our kids collaborate with the general education students has been amazing.
I think I was just so pleasantly surprised by the fact that it not only benefits our special needs population, but it benefits our general education public as well.
Well, I think they both benefit from the program, but maybe the general ed kids a little more.
Yeah, I like meeting new friends. I like to talk with them, have conversation, and chat.
I like to make new friends, talk to them.
They have meaningful friendships. It's not just during the club, but outside the club as well.
And that's all.
Our students are learning to be part of the process, and that by getting involved does bring about change.
We're trying to expose them as much as we can to all the government entities, all three branches of government. In addition to that, we've had them work on campaigns. We've had them go to city meetings where they learn what's going on in their own city, in Bellflower here. We have taken them to a lot of special events.
While I'm outside of class, we typically focus on civil discourse. It's like even if you have different opinions, you can still have a civilized conversation about the politics of the state of our country.
It feels empowering, to be honest, being educated and knowing what's going on, and it makes me feel like, you know, a functioning member of society.
We looked at overall data district-wide and we said we had a lot of struggling readers. And especially once they hit the 3rd grade mark, it changes from learning to read to reading to learn. So we wanted to make sure that we focused on our K-2 students. Dominguez Hills recruits tutors from neighboring colleges, and we work with those tutors. We train them on different foundational reading skills to support our students in becoming proficient readers.
In those trainings, we talked about the students' progress and what is working and what is not working.
Tomato, bug.
When I just started until now, I see their growth.
In a word, I could say Femineers for us has been transformative.
The fact that it was only for girls made it a lot more freeing because I know that there's not as much pressure on us to live up to what the boys want us to do.
The purpose behind starting the Femineers program was to create a safe space where young ladies could learn that they could have their gender identity but also be amazing engineers.
My first year here, the boys would just take over and take charge. And because of the Feminaire program, the girls have become more confident and willing to step up in group projects. This program has taught them that they can do whatever they want.
I want to become an aerospace engineer. I really love engineering because I want to make a difference in the world.
This is a biomedical pathway program, Project Lead the Way. It gives kids an idea of all the biomedical science fields.
I teach in a program at El Segundo High School called Project Lead the Way Biomedical Sciences, and it's a pathway here at the high school that children can gain a better understanding of the medical sciences because they specifically know they want to go into a career maybe in healthcare.
We have kids learning how to use technology. They've got their iPads, they've got Logger Pro, they're looking at all these different probe wears, they were monitoring their hearts.
Again, it's a rare program, and we're lucky to have it here. It's super special to me to be involved in this, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else ever.
Our model is a 90-10 model that states that students learn best in a dual language program. We make sure that we offer teachers the professional development needed.
We're really proud of actually having received a district-wide Golden Bell, because what it really acknowledges is the diversity of the demographics of our school district and the fact that we are not only deploying one language, but we are deploying several languages.
I think it will benefit me in my education life. I think I would have a better chance in getting a job and speaking multiple languages to different people.
Quest began because our school identified that some of our students were underperforming. We needed to come up with a way to provide them with intervention and provide with reasons for coming to school. And so we came up with a way to provide some access to programs and activities and such that they may not have had opportunities to get outside of school.
There's golf and softball and different sports and like art classes and many different classes that you can take.
I just feel like they really care for us and care for our grades and how we do and to have fun with it.
We've heard varied response from parents. Most of them are telling us that it's motivated their students in a way that they weren't motivated before.
So it's just a real sense of family, and I think that's the El Portal culture in general has a real family feel.
Here at Linwood Unified, we started guided planning about 7 years ago when we put in place the data reflection session as a follow-up. So teachers would look at data, desegregate the data, look at subgroups, and then that was the next step. What do we do with all this information now that we know it?
Guided planning has made a huge change in the practice of our teachers. In the beginning, they didn't want to leave the classroom. Now they have deemed guided planning as central to advancing student achievement.
Montebello Unified embraces the diversity of its community. We really wanted to showcase that and have students have an opportunity to learn about the different diversities within our communities so that they can see themselves as change agents.
Well, the goal and purpose of this class is to really introduce the students to high school, to be able to know how to help themselves, allowing them to speak, but also as well as listen to each other and to be able to connect and become better.
I really love this class because I can express myself without anybody judging me. I've had experiences before where people might judge how I am, but in here, I feel comfortable. I feel loved by my peers. This class makes me feel free.
Is that the answer for number one? Yeah. Okay. So.
We want to make sure that every student had the same opportunity to engage in technology in the classroom.
This year we achieved that. So every student, every teacher, every classroom, every school now has the technology they need to really learn these 21st century skills. Walk into our classrooms, you're not going to see rows, you're not going to see the teacher lecturing and trying to pour information to our child's heads. You're going to see groups of students working together. They're communicating effectively in order to create products that demonstrate their mastery and their knowledge.
Currently in our program we have about 100 teachers. It is an entity actually of the CTC. And so we work credentialing teachers.
The program in the beginning was created with part-time mentors that met teachers after school for an hour a week, and I was one of those for many years. Now we have full-time mentors. Really the benefit to that is that we are able to be with our teachers anytime during the day.
Today in the workshop, we have gathered our teachers together. This is what we call a benchmark preparation workshop, all geared toward developing their individual learning plans.
I feel very confident in my classroom. I feel like I have things under control. And of course, if anything pops up, I definitely have a mentor that I can rely on.
The mentors are the key and at the very heart of this program.